All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, looking forward to this one.
So get this, we got an early look at the new Nissan Elgrand. And it's being called, I kid you not, the most luxurious minivan ever.
The most luxurious minivan ever.
Which,
bold statement.
yeah, and it's a bold statement. But before we get into that, we really have to emphasize this isn't a full review, right?
Yeah.
This is more like a first impression. And it's really just one image they've released of this thing.
Yeah, just a teaser, really.
But it's definitely got people talking.
Oh, yeah. One image is all it takes sometimes to really get the hype machine going.
Well, and especially with a minivan,
Yeah.
you know, there's kind of a built-in expectation there.
Absolutely. I mean, you think minivan, you think, practicality, you think family hauler, you don't necessarily think luxury.
Right, exactly. And that's what's so interesting about this, because I got to say, this Elgrand doesn't look like any minivan that I've ever seen.
It's definitely trying to break the mold.
Yeah, sleek lines, that bold front grille. It's giving me more like luxury sedan vibes,
I see that.
yeah, than soccer practice.
Well, and that's deliberate, right? They're playing with our expectations.
Right.
They're using design elements that we usually associate with those high-end vehicles and putting them on a minivan.
And they keep using this phrase executive MPV.
Okay.
Not just minivan, but an executive MPV.
Right.
I get that MPV stands for multi-purpose vehicle, but what does that executive part really mean for the person who's actually driving this thing?
Well, I think it signals a shift in focus. It's not just about utility anymore. It's about elevating the entire experience.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a status symbol almost.
In a way, yeah. I mean, it's saying, I'm a busy professional, I've got a family, but I also appreciate the finer things in life.
So are we talking like massage seats and champagne coolers in the back?
We don't know for sure yet.
All
This
right.
is just a teaser, remember. But it's definitely something to think about. What features would make a minivan truly luxurious?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it now. Like personalized climate control for each passenger.
Sure.
Maybe even like a built-in entertainment system.
Absolutely. A mobile office in the back.
Right.
Why not?
I mean, I guess if we're going all out here, why not?
Yeah.
But I mean, isn't this all just marketing fluff? Will people really pay a premium for a minivan no matter how many bells and whistles it has?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a gamble for sure, but I think Nissan is betting on a few things here.
Okay.
First, they're recognizing that families today have different priorities.
Mm-hmm.
They're more discerning. They have higher expectations for their vehicles.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, and we've seen this trend towards luxury creep into other areas as well. Think about baby strollers.
Okay.
People are willing to spend a small fortune on a stroller that has all the latest features and looks stylish.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Nissan's thinking is maybe there's a market for families who want that same elevated experience in their car.
It's interesting you say that because it does seem like there's this movement towards kind of like a premiumization of everything, right?
Exactly.
And look at what's happening with camping gear,
Yeah.
It's gone from basic tents to glamping with, like air conditioning and gourmet kitchens and
The comforts of home, the great outdoors.
yeah, exactly. So maybe minivans are next.
It's possible.
But I mean, okay, let's bring it back down to earth for a second. What are we actually seeing in this image that supports this whole luxury minivan idea?
Well, besides the overall sleek design, which we've talked about, I think those executive wheels are a clear signal.
Executive wheel.
That's what they're calling them.
Okay.
They're probably larger than standard minivan wheels, and the design is likely more intricate. It's a subtle way to say this isn't your average minivan.
So it's all in the details.
Exactly. It's about creating an image, a perception of luxury.
Right. But I mean, come on, executive wheels.
Yeah.
I got to say, it sounds a bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But remember, it's all about targeting a specific audience.
Yeah.
They're going after people who value that executive lifestyle, even in their family vehicle.
So even though we don't have all the details yet,
Yeah.
it seems like Nissan is really aiming to redefine the minivan.
I think that's a fair sense.
They're
Yeah.
trying to move away from this purely practical image
Mhm.
and really embrace this idea of luxury and even status.
Exactly, and they're using every trick in the book to get that message across.
Right, and I guess we'll have to wait and see if it works.
We will.
But it's definitely got us thinking.
Absolutely.
I mean, will the Elgrand really live up to the hype?
Right.
Is the luxury minivan really here to stay?
And if so, what does that mean for the future of family transportation?
Yeah, I mean, is this just the beginning?
Yeah.
Are we going to see like luxury versions of every type of vehicle?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, if practicality and luxury are truly merging like we're seeing here, what other areas of life might be next? I mean, think about it. What could be the next minivan?
That's a great question.
Hmm.
I mean, are there other things that we think of as purely practical
Exactly.
that could be elevated to this level of luxury?
That's something for our listeners to ponder.
Yeah. I mean, food for thought, for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
And we've definitely raised more questions than answers.
As always.
But that's what makes these deep dives so interesting.
Absolutely. It's all about exploring the possibilities.
Exactly. So until next time, keep those wheels turning, and we'll see you back here for another deep dive.
Sounds good.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Take care.